2 months after the gas explosions that rocked the Merrimack Valley, families are still dealing with the fallout every day.
There were more than 100 fires, and many families now have the difficult task of extensive repairs or completely rebuilding. And that includes Veronica and Ivan Soto of Lawrence. The couple has graciously agreed to share their story with us and their emotional road back home.
It'll just be nice, I guess, to not have to see this anymore.
60 Jefferson. It is the address of the gaping hole in their hearts.
So today is demo day. It is a bittersweet feeling.
It was Veronica and Ivan Soto's pride and joy. The flames just exploded through the front window of this home. My co-anchor and I were on the news live when we saw your house.
We worked so hard to acquire that home, and having to accept that it was probably going to be no more, that was really, really tough.
Thankfully, their teenage daughters were not hurt, but they lost every picture, every keepsake, and their 2 cats, Milo and Simba, were killed.
Those were our boys. You know, some people may not understand that, but they were part of the family.
These days, the Sotos are staying in an apartment. They adopted a cat, grasping perhaps at something that feels familiar, normal. What is life like right now for you?
It is overwhelming, very.
So much to document for insurance, clothing, gas, medical expenses for therapy. Keeping up is chaotic, but nothing matches the chaos of that day. Ivan, a Lawrence police officer, was at work.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
The first home that Ivan went to was on Chickering Road, where a young man, Lionel Rondon, would lose his life. His SUV trapped under a fallen chimney.
And we all just jumped on top of the car and just tried moving the chimney. And we just couldn't move it.
Get in your vehicle and leave the area.
After evacuating everyone on that street, Ivan called his wife at work, who called to check on their daughter at home.
Everything just happened while I'm on the phone with her. Everything just happened. There was the boom.
There was smoke, there was fire, and soon there was nothing.
When I saw her house, I'm like, no way this is real.
Ivan rushed home, saw his house, saw his family, and did something stunning.
I just went back to work. I know my family's okay already, so help other families. You know, that's the whole point of being a police officer and just helping the community.
From what you know, what is the timeline for rebuilding now?
They're saying they can build between 4 to 5 months.
A new home will begin a new chapter, but all the Sotos can think about is that young man who lost his life.
From one mother to another, like, our issues pale in comparison to hers, to that family.
Sadness and a little bit of anger.
This should not have happened. This should not have happened.
As for the holidays ahead,
it is what it is for me this year.
But I can tell that makes you sad.
It does, yeah.
I noticed this one pillow that is here, Beyond Blessed.
Yeah.
Did you pick that out?
I sure did. I sure did, because we have a roof over our head. There's people in our community that don't have that still.
You saw that pillow and said, that's us.
It's best $4 I ever spent.
And the Sotos tell me that no words can express how grateful they are to the community support that they've received, including a GoFundMe page that has raised nearly $70,000. We're going to continue to check in with the Sotos as they rebuild over the next several months as they get back on their feet. But one of the things, Lisa, that they wanted people to know is that they don't want people to forget. There are dozens and dozens of families who are going through a lot right now, and they just don't want people to forget.
Well, we've seen it in the last week with the colder temperatures, with the kinds of things people are going through. But I am glad that they're sharing their story, because it makes you appreciate how much lives have been changed in every way.
And they're incredibly strong, and they're a great family. So.